The American explorer who spent 11 days trapped more than 3,000 feet down in a Turkish cave as he struggled with life-threatening internal bleeding is now sharing his incredible story of survival with NewsNation. 40-year-old Mark Dickey was rescued from Turkey's Morja cave last week. The experienced caver was more than half a mile below the Earth's surface when his stomach began bleeding. Nearly 200 people from around the world teamed up to get him out. Some rescuers went down into the cave to provide him emergency blood transfusions. After getting the go-ahead from doctors, rescuers put him on a stretcher and had to carry him to the surface, and it wasn't easy. The cave is dark, it's cold, it's full of narrow passages that you can only crawl through. Small explosives were used to blast open parts of the tunnel, and temporary camps were set up along the way so the crew and Dickey could rest. Well, he's now out of the hospital, but still recovering from his ordeal in Turkey, and that's where he joins us now tonight. Mark, boy, is it great to see you out in the real world. How are you feeling?
I know. I'm feeling good. Every single day I regain a little bit of energy, and I'm feeling a little bit better.
How's the recovery going, and how much longer do doctors think you have to stay in Turkey?
Staying in Turkey is not a factor. I'm good to travel, good to go. Diagnostics are thrown off a little bit. The amount of time that it takes, usually you have some form of internal bleed, you call emergency services, an ambulance shows up, drives you to the hospital, and bam, you get treatment, you get care. They know what's going on. I had a long time delay, so we're fighting against the less information available, but so my goal isn't necessarily to pinpoint exactly what did happen inside my stomach. My goal is to determine with the doctors that it will not reoccur.
So take me back. I mean, you were there with the crew. Tell me what you were doing in this cave, and then you're going about your mission. And what happened? Describe to me what happened. How you knew something was wrong.
So that mission was a continuation of some work from last year. Last year, I climbed a 100-meter in-cave vertical cliff, essentially, bolting. You take a hammer drill in there and you bolt your way up it. And I'd reached the top of it, but mid-ceiling, there was a continuation. And then off on a far side of the wall, there was an active waterfall coming in. And this year's mission was to continue the forward progress up and hopefully into new horizontal passage, which would then lead past a part where the passages down below are flooded, filled with water. So that was the mission. And Jessica was already at the 80 meters up in this climb, and I'm on my way to her, and that is when the mission was interrupted. I had a sudden and instantaneous hit of a ton of symptoms, dizziness, nausea, the instantaneous need to go to the bathroom, feeling weak, and I'm using the term clawed. It really felt like I clawed my way to Jessica, and just started rattling off every single symptom I had. And, you know, if I fell unconscious, she needed as much information as she could as a paramedic, as a rescuer, to, you know, render treatment and take care of me.
Jessica is a paramedic. She knew how dire the situation was, and she made the really difficult decision to leave you there in the cave to go back up to the surface and get help. That must have been scary to have her leave your side.
Neither. Jessica's a rescuer. I'm a rescuer. We definitely appreciate that, and it makes sense. Many people would feel that way. It's like, you know, this is a loved one and they're in trouble, but the right decision is go to the surface, get help, collect the medications, and get back in and be able to administer them. If she were to make the decision of, oh my God, I'm going to stay by his side, I don't want to leave, in this case, that would have been a death sentence.
You say at one point you were, quote, pretty close to fading. What was happening?
I was losing so much blood. I just didn't have the blood volume left in my body to essentially keep my blood pressure up. I was losing the radial pulse, the pulse that's in your wrist. That's an indicator of your blood pressure is 80. And once you lose that, your blood pressure is continuing to drop. The body's going to go into shock. It's going to start pumping blood. And I was right on that edge. I was holding on to consciousness essentially by willpower. We were losing the ability to count my pulse off of my wrist. And yeah, if that kept going with the same volume of blood loss that I had, I think the survival was being counted in hours at that point.
Oh my God. So I have to ask you, after that incredible rescue, when all these people carried you out and exploded, the cave to make it wider so they could squeeze the stretcher through, tell me about that moment when you emerged and felt fresh air in your face for the first time.
It was expected. I'll be honest. That's the caving community.
Oh, come on, Mark. You gotta, you nearly died down there.
I did. But the moment of survival was when Jessica got there. The moment Jessica arrived with those fluids, that was the moment. Getting to the surface, that was a known many days effort of re-rigging the cave, building the rescue systems, the rescuers coming in and working continuously. The transportation time from where I was to the surface, I believe it was in the range of 29 hours of nearly continuous movement of me in a litter.
Yeah.
There was no question that I was getting to the surface. Like, that's 29 hours of steadily moving closer and closer and expecting it. The moment of survival, Jessica getting there.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.